Jacob wrestled with this angel. From the beginning of the night till dawn, he wrestled with this angel. What did Jacob do and say? He said to the angel, bless me. The angel said, leave me alone. He said, no, I want you to bless me. The angel said, you better leave me alone, I say. Jacob said, no, I am saying to you, you have to bless me. The angel says to him, you are not up to this word that you're asking for. Bless me. You're not big enough for this word. I'm saying to you, you better walk away before you cop it from me. He says, no, I will not let go of you until you bless me. This was the wrestling from night till dawn. All night long till dawn. Jacob says to the angel, bless me. The angel says, walk away, go away. Bless me, walk away. Bless me, walk away. When dawn came, the angel touched the socket of Jacob's hip and was out of joint. He dislocated his hip. He dislocated his hip. You know why he dislocated Jacob's hip? I'll tell you why. Last week, I don't know if you remember this, I'll refresh your memory. Jacob came and arrived at a well, and there were 3 shepherds. And then he said, do you know Laban? They said, yes. In fact, his daughter is on the way to the well with her father's flock, sheep. He said, okay, well, while she's coming to the well, why don't you just pull water out of this well and give water to your flock? They said, there is a very large stone on the mouth of this well. It takes maybe 7 to 10 men to move it. It's too heavy. And we're only 3. We need to wait for more shepherds to come in order to move that stone from the mouth of the well to draw water and give it to the sheep or to the flock. While they were talking, Rachel arrives. For the first time, love at first sight. Jacob looks at Rachel and they say, here is your uncle, here is Laban's daughter. He looks at Rachel and he sees her stunningly beautiful. And he said, I didn't know my uncle had such a beautiful daughter. So he tried to be a show-off. So he went to that large stone and he said, I'm going to be a show-off and show Rachel that I am the most powerful man on earth, baby. Yo, what's up? So he put his foot firmly into the ground, meaning he leaned on his hip to push the stone. He relied on his hip to push the stone. He relied on the hip and he pushed the stone by himself. Rachel saw this man for the first time she sees him. One man moves the stone, only maybe up to 10 men can only move. She said, whoa, who is this baby? This must be Romeo. That Juliet has been waiting all along. So she liked him. The very hip that made Rachel love Jacob, the very hip, the angel who is Jesus Christ, broke it for him. Whatever you are boastful of, Christ will break it for you. You will never succeed. You want to go and find out for yourself? Please be my guest. But let me tell you this as a pre-warning based on love. You will suffer immensely till you find out. The Holy Bible is telling me and all of us Don't try to find out for yourself, because if you do, God is known to tell you and speak the truth. He is the only truth, and everyone else is a liar. So don't ever try to say to God, "You're not telling me the truth." Don't ever do that. Whatever you try to be a show-off with, God will break it for you. Jacob relied on the hip to push that stone from the mouth of the well. God dislocated that hip. Oh my goodness. My beloveds, pride is one of the most, if not the most dangerous thing ever. Pride. And when I say pride, I'm talking about self-glory, self-exaltation. What made this angel, who was the highest in the angelic orders in heaven, what made the highest angelic order, this angel, to fall from the highest rank to the lowest of the lowest of the lowest, pits, was pride. This angel, who was from the rank of the cherubims, who is now called Lucifer, who is now called Satan. The reason why he fell from the highest place to the lowest place, pride engulfed him. And he said, "I will take my throne above all these stars, and I'll make it equal to the throne of God." He said to God, "You're God in heaven, I'll be God like you in heaven. You're a government, I'm a government, we're equal head to head." God said, "There is only one I am in heaven, and there can never be another I am. If you remain in this wrongful way, you leave me no choice but to cast you out of my heaven." The angel who is spirit only, spirit only. Angels are made out of fire and light, by the way. Angels are made out of fire and light, very powerful and very knowledgeable. And especially the cherubims, which is the highest rank in the angelic orders. The Holy Bible, Genesis, says that they are full of eyes, and the word eye in the Bible represents knowledge. Knowledge. So this cherubim is full of knowledge. That's why Satan is full of knowledge. We can't win against him when we do it our way. He can deceive anyone and everyone before we blink our eyes. He is too wise for us. We cannot handle him. He is too wise for us. He even deceives the elect, the Holy Bible says, meaning the saints. Only Christ was able to overcome him and crushed his head once and for all on the cross on Calvary. Only Christ did that. No one else. No one else. No one else. Only Christ alone. Nobody assisted him. Nobody helped him. No one. No one. Only Christ. So my beloveds, if you think that you can do things on your own, and if you believe that you are free, and people coming in the 21st century trying to bluff you and lie to you and deceive you that you are living in a democratic country, it's freedom, you can do whatever you want, dress up, be whoever you want, male, female, in between, this, that is the deception of the snake, Satan, the father of all lies. No one is free. No one. No one. He realized it, but it was too late for him to fix it. Pride engulfed him, and he wanted to be like God. Like God. He fell from the highest place to the lowest place, which is hell. From this illuminative spirit to a dark, illuminative, beautiful spirit to a dark, ugly spirit. Now he's getting angry. But the Holy Cross rebuke him right now. In Jesus' mighty name, Satan be gone. In Jesus' mighty name.